Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm going to be sharing a few things with you that you've probably never heard from me before. This entire video is going to be pretty personal. First of all, I'm going to be telling you about my greatest weaknesses as a competitive chess player, and I'm going to be showing you an example of them as they were on full display just a couple of days ago when I played in Title Tuesday. But before we even get into that, I'm going to tell you about the fact that I've been living through pain for about 10 years now. You see, I'm 26 years old. Some of you think I'm younger, some of you think I'm older, but in 2012, 10 years ago, I herniated my lower back disc. For anybody curious, it's the L5-S1 disc of my lower back, and if you look at my MRI scan of all of my discs, they look healthy in my spine except that bottom one. It looks completely disintegrated. And throughout my life, I've battled moments where I literally can't stand up straight. Imagine you have a folding chair and it just can't open all the way. Just as recently as 2 or 3 years ago, I literally had to spend an entire month basically barely walking around. I couldn't walk. Pain was shooting down both of my legs. I had to be horizontal about 90% of the day. And the reason that I'm bringing this up to you is luckily, knock on wood, during the course of the last few years, I've been overall okay. But 2 days ago, in the middle of boxing, it snapped again. And it really sucks. I spend the entire day in pain. It usually takes me anywhere from 5 to 7 to 50 days to recover. So I'm basically in this moment where I'm living in pain, I don't know what to do, and it's really causing just a massive wave of depression. And people recommend all sorts of different physical therapies and exercises and injections and God forbid surgery. And it's the lower back. Treating it in the United States is impossible. Nobody can give you a concrete answer. Anyway, I know you didn't click on this video to hear about my lower back pain, but I wanted this to be like a chess therapy video. First of all, I'm gonna tell you that the creators that you may see on your big screen, who you look up to and just enjoy seeing their content of every day, we're just normal human beings. Don't elevate our status whatsoever. At least don't elevate mine. I'm just like you, all right? I have my day-to-day struggles. I have my clearly lifelong struggles. But in this video, I'm gonna take you through also, as I discussed, the nervous wreck that I am when playing high-level competitive chess. A couple of days ago, I was playing Title Tuesday, as I said, and I got paired against Dmitry Andreikin. If you don't know who that is, he's one of the best chess players in Russia. He's a finalist in the Chess.com Global Championship. He's in the final 8. He's over 3,000 in Blitz. I'm going to show you the footage of the game so you can see how nervous I was playing him. Then I'm going to see you right back here. We're going to analyze the game a little bit. And then I'm going to show you how I bounce back later in Title Tuesday with one of the biggest wins of my life. So the video will have a positive ending, but this is kind of me showing you my limitations as a human, my limitations as a chess player, and hopefully you enjoy this personal video. Yeah. All right, let's get into the game. I'm playing Dmitry Andreikin. Holy shit. Oh my God. This guy is going to be in, he's playing in the tournament that's coming up. Is this guy also going to play knight c6, knight f6? Okay, thank God he plays like this line. All right. This guy beat Caruana. He's in the final 8 of the CGC. Crazy stuff. Wow. That's not a good move. B6. Whoa, he's letting me get h5? What? For real? Oh my God, I guess he's gonna try to castle long? Is that his idea? Oh, he trying to scrap, let's go. I'm terrified, but I'll, oh my, ace it, nah, this is not good. The way he's playing this is not good. This is not a good way of playing. I'm gonna just leave this here. I don't need to do anything. I'm gonna just chill, develop. Yeah, he's gonna play d6. Nothing surprising about that. Do I go queen d2? What do I do? Maybe queen d2, looking for some various instigations. Okay, he's looking for knight d4. By looking, I mean he just played it in one move. I don't know why I just said he's looking for it. Let me take. Drop the horse back. Pressure here. Got this on the way. Oh, he's not castling long. What the f? I'm scared. I am perplexed. I also have bishop b3. Pretty useful move to just come back and defend this. But I calculated... Okay, that's what I calculated, I guess. Can I go bishop g5? Or should I play queen f4? Queen f4, bishop g5. Guess some knight g8, Uga stuff. He always kind of has knight g8, though. I think he can play knight g8 now. Or knight c6. Can I take? Take? No. What about like f4? Is this good for me or bad for me? Also have take. I do something. I don't know. Help. No, don't help. That would be cheating. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Booting up the beads real quick. I'm scared. I'm really scared. He's really good. I'm doubting myself. All right, I got dark square control. Oh, look at that move. He wants to pop. Wait, that doesn't work. Doesn't work. What? Don't I just... Oh, he blundered. That's why he pre-moved that. He blundered that. That's why he pre-moved it. That's what all these top guys do. They blunder something, and then they pre-move. Because that's their way of being like, I didn't blunder, you suck. Yeah, he's trying to attack me now. Aggressive. Oh, I'm so scared. Isn't that just free? Then he wants queen b6. I don't know, I'm gonna go here. Oh my god. I'm scared. What's happening? He takes. I got this. I don't know. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath, you stupid son of a... Throw this game. Rook f1 stuff. Rook f1. Do I have rook f1 here? Do I have rook f1? F1. Should I just take on a3 and shut up? I'm just gonna take on a3 and shut up. I'm not gonna ask any questions. Take on a3. Shut up. If I took that, okay, got this. That was the idea. Here, rook b4. Rook b2 looks secure. Knight g1. Reroute to f3 or something. Then rook h1. King b1, queen e2, queen g4 looks okay. I should have done that faster. Should have taken that side of the board faster. Also have random things on the F file, maybe. I have a really cool trick. This. Does that work? Oh, does that work? I think it does, based on his reaction. I was winning! Damn! Damn, damn, damn! Ah! Oh, but I have 1 second. Oh my god. So look, you just saw the entire game, right? I don't want to waste your time here again, but I'm gonna take you through the critical moments and just let you get into my brain a little bit as you're watching. So first of all, I started with e4, and I was playing my e4 course. This is actually straight out of my e4 course on Chessly. Dmitry played in a way where generally I play like this so that my opponents castle and begin letting me attack them. And in my life, I've launched some very successful attacks on my opponents like this, where I just break through on the king side, and as you can already see, white has a winning position. Just straight up a winning position. Like, I've gotten some positions that look like this, and then I just build up over here, and I crash on through, and it's already +3. Right, so I was kind of hoping that I might catch Dmitry with one of these things, but he played in a very cagey way. Like, he let me get my pawn to h5, which was really surprising. I don't think this was good for him, but he played in a way that was very provocative. He kept as many pieces on the board as possible, and the engine doesn't like it, right? The engine doesn't give it the blessing, and I knew that. But I was so hesitant, right? And I gave so much respect to his moves. You can go back and look at the footage, how respectful I was to some of the things that he was trying to do in the position. But I was outplaying him. I mean, I was actually playing the best moves, right? And here it's already +2. Like, his cagey, provocative approach actually backfires. I don't exactly necessarily choose the best plan here. I kind of let him off the hook, but I was coming up with interesting gameplay, right? Like, I was just taking so much time. I was so nervous. I was stopping myself from moving. I could tell right away that he was making some inaccuracies, right? And, long castles and rook h7 and all this seemed very logical. It actually seemed like I was playing a really great game, but I was so nervous. And generally, when you get nervous, you start playing a little bit desperately. Bishop takes e6. Not the best move, actually. Kind of relieving the pressure here for him a little bit and opening up my king. I didn't have to rush. Apparently, my position was so good, I could have just taken. And I was so worried about something like this that I just didn't think objectively. And I was also just worried about other things, but apparently just rook f1 and just like threatening bishop e6 is devastating. Look, the idea here is after this, I have rook f8, king f8, and rook h8 is what I thought I had, but I don't because the pawn sneaks through, but I have mate. I'm just mating him on f7. So actually, I had calculated this during the game. I just missed queen f4. I gold quickly here, let him get back into the game, but I thought I was still playing very well. I mean, I was playing solid. I was just so slow, but I was so proud of this moment where I saw that my knight had a way to get into e6, and with just 5 seconds on the clock, I found this incredible move, knight d4, the only move. This might have gotten me a brilliant. I didn't actually look at the game review. You can tell me if it did. And it's danger levels. And the other idea is that if the attack is just in. I have mate. I'm just mating him. It doesn't matter where he moves because I have queen d5 or the rook was going to get to him on the h-file. Knight takes d4 was an incredible move. I caught him. With 4 seconds on the clock, I saw this tactic. I'm just up 2 pawns, and it's totally winning. But my emotions get the best of me here, right? And I just get so nervous. So nervous. And I just want it to be over. Like, that's the thing. I don't want to, I cannot bring myself to just focus, buckle down, and win the game. I'm just like trying to trade pieces as fast as possible, right? To make sure I don't lose. And, even in the game itself, like, I knew I was winning here, and I thought, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about these pawns. I'm just going to queen my pawn. I'm going to get his pawns, and I'm going to queen. There was no thinking at all anymore. I was just in such a panic mode that I was like, oh my God, I'm in the clear. There's no way I lose this position. And I was winning for a very long time. I mean, even this far, I figured it was a winning endgame. I just needed to outflank his king and block him, but I decided to start running my pawn, and he defended himself. I'm still totally winning. Like, if you just walk your king over here, he's stuck. But you know what's hilarious about this game, and like letting him get back into it and then ultimately making the draw? I was so happy I didn't lose this game that there was no frustration at all. Like, looking back at the analysis, I'm like, man, I should have won the game. But I can't even bring myself to be angry because the satisfaction of even playing such a good game supersedes the competitive nature that should exist. And this is why I probably will not get the GM title in my lifetime. This is probably, at least for a very long time. And this is my limitation as a chess player. I sell myself so short. I don't think that I can beat these guys. And so when something like this happens, I'm so relieved. I'm so happy it's over, right? And I spoke about this in the intro, right? I just get so nervous. I just want it to be over. Now, I was in such a rush of adrenaline that the very next game I played against also a good player, I just got killed. Like, I didn't even, like, I couldn't recover. But I managed to bounce back later in the event. And I was paired against Sergei Zhigalko, who's a strong grandmaster. And if you've ever watched Hikaru on stream, like, basically he plays Zhigalko, I would say, like, once a week. You know, something like that. Zhigalko's very good player, very good blitz and bullet player. And the last few times that I've played him, I've done very poorly. Very, very poorly. And in this game, I decided that I was going to play a French defense. I play a lot of different openings online. I know all the openings a little bit. And in this game, I played it actually like an E6, B6. Like an E6, B6 course. So if you know my E6, B6 course, I'm not trying to promote my courses. I mean, I am. I would love if you got them. But in the E6, B6 positions, you get something oftentimes that looks like this. And then you try to trade the light-scored bishop, because otherwise your light-scored bishop is very bad. So in this game, that's kind of what I did. You'll notice that I moved my G knight over here, and I tried to trade the bishop. And white is always a touch better here, but black has a very promising position, very solid position. And if white ever kind of gets the knight on f3 stuck in an unfortunate situation, white can get hit with this move g5. It's a very provocative move, g5. And it oftentimes happens in spots like this, when the knight has nowhere to go. Like when the knight is blocked by its own pieces, the move g5 can sometimes be very powerful. And if white plays h3, black can play h5 and g4 and just totally shred open the position. It's a fact. Look at this. Computer thinks it's equal. It's very much an idea. My opponent did this, and I realized that I can take, and he's going to struggle to keep the pawn in the center because I'm going to go here and grab his bishop. And then my light-scored bishop is going to be a beast. So he did this and tried to keep his pawns together, pawns separate in the center, but tried to avoid losing the bishop. And I started marching him down on the king side and restricting his play over there. It looks ridiculous, but it's actually very good for black. He plays b4, and well, now I just grab his bishop. So now I have the bishop pair. I have the bishop pair, and I'm going to take control of the c file. I'm just better. I'm just better after the first 15 moves, right? But Zhigalko's always a very fast player, and he's always a very resourceful player, right? And in this game, I went for the queen trade, and then here I should have been a little bit more aggressive, making it impossible for him to develop this knight so I could play rook c3. Instead of that, I thought I was going to play rook g8 and bishop g5, which looks pretty logical. It looks kind of like a smart idea. But then I realized when I offered him this queen trade that he has a decision here he can make of getting 2 rooks for my queen. So he would pin me. If I take his queen, he takes with check. And basically, we were both staring at the possibility of this position, and it's not clear if this is good or bad for white. Okay, it's not clear. Like, maybe he doesn't want to give away the 2 rooks. And in the game, he decided that he did not want to give away the 2 rooks, but now he's going to have to suffer with a worse position as I allow his rook into my territory, but just do this. And I'm up a pawn. I've won both his center pawns. I'm up a pawn. He's going to get some counterplay for sure. My king is a little bit passive, but he took so much time here that my king is able to walk out to safety, and now I'm just totally winning. Now, of course, panic is setting in, right? Panic is absolutely setting in, but I'm up 2 pawns, and Sergei has no time. All right, he's got like 5 seconds on the clock here. I have about 40. I just got to make sure not to lose. So I'm untangling. I'm trying to trade the pieces. He goes here. I defend. And now I move my bishop out of the way and I force one of the rooks off. This is so important. Rook e7, guaranteeing an exchange of rooks. Now he cannot do anything to me. His knights are permanently passive. We've traded some pieces. I've got my rook over there. I avoid perpetual check here, and my pieces are super active, and this pawn is also clamping down the territory. So I managed to hold my nerves finally against Sergei. I trade, my c-pawn walks forward, and the second that he allows the opening of his own king, I trade the rooks on b2, and that's it. My pawn is going to promote, and he plays on a little bit. He's absolutely within his right, but it's checkmate. And this was a massive win for me. I haven't beaten Sergei Zhigalko in 5 years. I also haven't played him that often since 2017. The last time I beat Zhigalko was in 2017. I beat him for first time in 5 years. And I've never beaten him in Blitz. So he had killed me the last 2 Blitz games we played. This is a huge win for me. I played a great game. I played at 90% accuracy in this game. And, you know, it's nice. It's kind of nice to play like you have a brain sometimes, because I'm more than capable of playing like I don't have one. During any sort of high-level competition, I just go into panic mode. My brain disconnects from the board. Sometimes I'm locked in, but my body just wants it to be over with. I don't have that ability to push through and overcome. I just want to be out of there. Sometimes it results in me holding myself together and getting a win, but as you can see from some of my over-the-board games and my online games, I am more than capable of screwing up a good position. And so, folks, that concludes today's chess therapy session. As you can see, I do have my bright moments. I am an international master. That is the second highest title that you can achieve in chess. But I got that title in 2016 and 2018. Those were my 2 best years. And for some reason, what's happened at the cost of me growing into the internet's chess teacher, having you watch my channel and making it the most subscribed chess channel as of late 2022 in the world of chess online, I think the cost has been I've just become unable to compete at a high level. Now, I'm saying that I'm still 2780, okay? I'm still not a bad blitz and bullet player, and I still can overcome myself, but oh my goodness, I gotta tell you, I really don't feel as though I am playing against my opponents some of the time. I feel as though in most of these games, I'm playing against myself. And, you know, as I've mentioned many times, just like with my lower back, people recommend all sorts of things, and I've had people even reach out about sports psychology. Right now, that's not something that I'm focused on because I'm not competing all the time. Right? I'm not competing even at all. I probably won't play over the board for many, many more years. I have gotten back into Title Tuesday, but playing in Title Tuesday just ruins my soul sometimes because it's a constant reminder of not being good enough. And I'm sure you know what this feels like in the world of chess or just corporate or relationships or whatever it might be. All right, you just got that feeling, that sinking feeling that comes back constantly, that intrusive brain that's like, you're just not good enough, you're not good enough, you're not good enough. And you know, combined with debilitating lower back pain, and I'm gonna have to stand up after this because my back is, I'm not gonna be able to, I'll show you. I'll show you. I've never done this. I've never stood up in the middle of a video. I stand up, I gotta like straighten out slowly because my back just straight up hurts. There you go. I've never stood up in a YouTube video, I don't think, before. So, you know, YouTubers do face reveals. I'm doing a body reveal. Well, I've stood up on stream before. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. I wanted to share this with you and, just show you that chess is a lifelong grind, you know, and I still surprise myself with my ability to fail, but also overcome certain situations every day. And I'm hoping that my back gets better because I really have been enjoying being physically fit. I'm in probably the best shape of my life. I've been boxing a lot and having a great time. So anyway, thanks for making it this far in the video. Appreciate you as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Did I already say get out of here? Whatever. Get out of here.